Welcome to the realm of flare balloons, and in this video we're going to attempt to complete Adora's temple on Impoppable using Voidora only as our main source of popping power. Impoppable will test your balloon popping skills to the max. Some free play rules and difficulty will apply at later rounds. Good luck, thank you very much. And also, we are playing on double cash mode because we play for fun, not to be the best player ever.
I have come from beyond.
For wonderful echoes of our new hero. So anyways, we're giving ourselves some limitations, even though I've not been given any limitations myself. We could have done this in a challenge editor, but then we wouldn't be able to do it on double cash mode. So what I'm going to be limiting myself towards is any towers which will allow me to support Voidora throughout our adventure. So let's say a middle path or a bottom path monkey village. And then a top path Alchemist, which will boost the attack power of Voidora. And then the middle path, wonderful, also including update 32, the Master Builder, but we won't be building that in this video. Nor will we be going for Century Champion or XXXL Trap, also previously known in a previous update, Century Paragon. But we're going for Ultra Boost in order to boost the attack speed of Voidora. So let's see how we do in this wonderful endeavor. And also in the thumbnail of the helicopter so that I can move the Alchemist once it's permanent.
Darkness seeks you.
That should be called the long light of nothingness if it's on the Voidora, because it's not light, it is a lack of it. It is what space is mostly filled with. It is the void, the nothingness. It is what we were all once, and shall return to one day. I know that sounds a bit morbid. Right, we're going to be placing our first tower down here, and we have ourselves the lovely pride flag, which is also included in Update 32 as a trophy item. So the first thing we're going to be doing is not boosting the attack speed or anything like that. We're going to make the next monkey village cheaper. Now I wonder why that is. It will just make the third tiers a bit cheaper later on. And it will also make our Alchemist, which we'll place nearby, a bit cheaper as well. Now I did try and do this another time when the Voidora was there, but it was barely hitting any towers, so it was not a good cause. Long run, in the long term, it would be better on either of the bottom spaces, on the top of the tower, sorry. Not top of the tower, top of the, whatever you want to call this. Top of a temple, there we go. So we're going to be placing our second one of these down, and as you can see, they are lower in price. But once we get Monkey Commerce, we're going to be going next for a radar scanner so that our wonderful Voidora can target some camos, because purples and camos are our weaknesses here. And I did not even get Monkey Commerce on the first one. Isn't that just fantastic? The only time we should really be worried is when the balloons start entering up the temple. And that is when Voidora starts to run out of a void-like power. Not including the thumbnail, we're going to be placing some random dark monkeys down, and that's just simply to serve as blood sacrifices for the void. So we're nearing the stage. I could also support myself with some monkey farms, but I'm going to say no to that because I have double cash on.
Darkness seeks you.
Okay, I might have activated that long arm very stupidly because there are purple balloons which will spawn quite soon. Okay, we're going to get ourselves some jungle drums, and since we have the money for it, we're going to be getting ourselves our Alchemist, which I'm not looking for 100% of the pops to be Voidora alone. Just the majority, like 95, 99% of the total pops of this entire scenario. We're going to need ourselves the long light arm so that it can pop all of the purples and anything else that comes after that. So yeah, we got 7 pops in the Alchemist, but I'm not concerned. It's not 100%, just the absolute majority, not the totality. We don't even need the Alchemist in order to pop lead balloons, because Adora can by default do that. It's mainly camos and purples which are our main worry. And why did I pick Adora Temple for this challenge? Well, simply because this is a map that is thematically appropriate for Adora herself, or the Joan of Arc one, or in this case, Voidora. It sure does extend the void when you level up super slowly, but we do have the new, well not new, but the blood sacrifice, or in this case, the matter sacrifice, because she is absorbing matter, not just blood, but everything. Every single matter out of the monkey that is sacrificed shall be going to the void. Right, we're nearly close to getting a monkey town, which will increase our ability to generate cash per pop. And there we go. Now we'll be earning 50% more cash per pop. And with one of the particular monkey knowledges, I've forgotten the name of it, is actually increased from 50 to 60%. Monkey City will be a bit of a useless upgrade, because we don't really need it. Our next venture is an MIB, so we don't have to worry about the purple balloons, because they could creep up on us later on. Moab time. So now we're going to be using the long light, and will we have oh my god, we're going to have trouble with this. Okay, so maybe we need to time ourselves with this. Yeah, getting an overclock now is just not going to be possible with our current monies, so just oh, hold on. We could literally just use our blood sacrifice in order to increase our ability to both damage and speed, I believe it is. So,
Yes.
I believe it is. Attack range and rate of fire. That is one. So it's not power, but it's just a rate of fire, which is what we need. So, a sharpshooter should be more than enough for our endeavors.
Darkness.
There we go, that's much better. So we're going to be relying on blood sacrifice when it comes to the very intensive RBE rounds. Monkey intelligence, bro. Brought. This should go swimmingly well from now until 50, although 49 could be a bit of a hazard because of the number of balloons that come within that round. But I don't think there's really an issue when it comes to Pierce. Okay, we have the money for it, so we're going to be putting ourselves a engineer down here, and we're going to be upgrading it to the overclock. Neither of the other two paths don't really do anything for the overclock. I wish it does something like that. Like, there's a slight benefit if you do want to cross paths with overclock. And with this overclock, we're just going to be essentially using on Adora to increase her attack speed. Now, our next venture will be... Actually, our next venture will be a support helicopter in order to move the Alchemist. Right, boost that, and ready for round 50. We're going to be placing one of these down, sacrificing it, and then... Yep. It does justice. Also, level 10, Voidora gains a Ball of Nothingness ability, which grants us the ball that targets balloons, just like so. And that ball looks amazing. Like, that's just the base ball that Voidora has. Like, it gets ridiculous as she gets, like, her true form and her vengeful true form. But Voidora is one of my favorite skins. I would say the possible exception would be Etienne, the alien one, and the cosmic one of Azili. Right, we need to slow this down because I need a blood sacrifice in order to increase her popping power. I'm going to provide myself with... Oh, how do I target? Oh, there we go. Just press tab to change its targeting. I don't want it to pop any balloons, but I do want to upgrade it to support Chinook so that I can move this once I get 72,000 when that becomes permanent. And hopefully the acidic mix also stays on as well, because I've had incidences where the second bit upgrades just fine, but the acidic dip disappears and you have to move our wonderful alchemist again towards the intended target in order to give it as the acidic mixture. The void does welcome all. Doesn't matter what you are. The void doesn't discriminate among species, by the way. It just wants matter and that's it. Okay, we're near round 60 and this is camo lit, so most balloons would actually struggle right about now. Bomb towers can't pop it because, well, they're camoed. And other things aside, so we have to rely on an MIB.
Beware the yes.
Beware the encroacher. Do not worry. We have that, and we have ourselves that. And the ball of nothingness as well. And with that, permanent brew is now there. Okay, now it's applied, so hopefully it stays there. Now I'm going to put you down here so that you don't get any more pops, my dear alchemist friend. Now it is literally just Adora. And because now we've got you, we're going to actually sacrifice you rather than sell you, because that is a massive amount of experience given to Voidora. Now 63 is going to be very interesting because it is a very difficult round filled with ceramics. So we're going to be putting you up here because we're going to need the blood sacrifice. We're going to need it. We're going to need it for the attack rate increase and the range increase. And then okay, we've done that just fine. Next time around, we're going to be using the ball of nothingness to pop all the ceramics. And then the third round of ceramics, we're going to be using the long arm of nothingness. I know it's called the long arm of light, but because it's Voidora, we're going to go with the long arm of nothingness, because it's thematically appropriate. Our next venture is to get the Ultra Boost, which is going to take an age in order to rack up that amount of money. But I feel like for the long run, that's going to be better than pursuing Call to Arms and then Homeland Defense, because we want that plus 10 in the Ultra Boost as soon as possible. Oh gosh, it's lost its acidic mix again. For goodness sakes, I think it always has to reapply it or something. I'm not too sure, but that is real annoying. Right, we're going to have to use you again. Like, that's still a bug, because that bug still appeared in update 31, where that just disappears. It needs to stay permanent like the permanent brew mixture. Right. Because there's usually a bit of green that bubbles out of any alchemized towers. And this is rather annoying when it's not fully applied. There we go. So we're going to be sacrificing that, and we're going to buy it again because we are looking place down here. Damn it. Oh well, it's only one. So we're going to buy support Chinook again in order to actually move this. So this is, oh, that's now up to level 20 because of the support Chinook sacrifices. That's cool. So now we shouldn't have much trouble worrying about it leveling up, because it is now leveling up. And look at all of those blue rays of, I don't know what you call the blue rays of void or something like that. Anti-light, anti-matter, anti-everything actually. But one thing it's not avoiding or voiding of is charisma, because that is full of it. Yeah, feed you, we know you require substance. I wonder who the most hungry hero is among the entire balloon universe, because I would definitely think that it would be Voidora, because the void consumes everything, and it's still not yet satiated with its hunger. Also, that ball now has a bit of light in it. Let me just look at it. It's got a bit of light in the center of it. It could just be a black hole, and that is literally the center of the black hole. Oh gosh. That is truly amazing. That is a sight to behold. Actually, I'm just thinking about it. The ball of light one is not as impressive. So, the long arm of light rays are not as impressive as the other ones. But maybe it's just because I prefer darker colors and lighter colors. No, that still looks pretty cool. Now that we've fixed Voidora's acidic mixture problem, we are now going to concentrate on raising 100,000 more monkey money in order to acquire the Ultra Clock. We shouldn't have any more problems with being able to pop balloons. And also as well, with every blood sacrifice, the duration of its effects increases when it gets to level 20. But its portrait, it looks like it's grown a few tentacles in order to reach out towards as many things in space as possible in order to absorb their matter. Right, 78 is another ceramic heavy round, but thanks to our lovely upgrade for Voidora, it's just no problem. Ceramics are just a breeze when it comes to our permanently brewed acidic mixture, overclocked, MI bead, jungle drums, Voidora. 79 is absolutely no problem. We're going to activate our arm of nothingness. Okay, ZOMG territory.
This one seeks to overwhelm.
may seek to overwhelm, but it will not overwhelm us. That's just such a breeze. The power of Adora is just simply adoring and delightful. After 80, it's literally just a hellscape of Moab class balloons, BFBs, MOABs, and then 90 would be DDTs. They're another bag of fun when you don't have anything that can pop both leads and camos, because it's black, it's lead, and it's camoed. Okay, we're nearly there with our Ultra Boost. Nearly. There we go. And now we can get that lovely Ultra Boost, because I believe that increases it by an additional 4% when it comes to attack speed. Something like that. And in total you can get like an extra 50% attack speed permanently. As long as you don't sell your designated tower, that is. I'm new to this rodeo of constantly talking with action involved. Actually, waiting could be a good thing because it gives us time to initiate our ultra clocks on our Voidora. There we go. Now, call to arms, and after we get Homeland Defense, we literally do not need our engineer for anything else. Although I'd rather keep it. I'd rather keep it for some increases, thank you very much. Right, just to clear you, and we're at level 5, which is great. Which is awesome. The only other way we could buff, Voidora, is to get a true Sun God and sacrifice it within range of the Voidora, but we can't really do that unless we have a stupendous amount of money to where we can deploy all of its things and not allow the temple to then pop any balloons. But so far we have only 250 on our Alchemist and 1 from my helicopter earlier. Or maybe it was more than that. A bunch of fortified Moabs and a bunch of fortified BFBs. Still no match for Voidora's power. Okay, now we've got DDT territory, which is no good, but we're going to absolutely wall them with our Arm of Nothingness. Our long arm that doesn't exist because it's a void. Okay, now it's that time to call the Homeland Defense, and every time we call it, 100% attack speed increase with 100% increase in popping power. So just all of these buffs combined together with the incredible power of Voidora, we're just going to have ourselves an absolute blast when it comes to this sort of stuff. Where normally, if we didn't have all these buffs, Voidora would not be able to pop those DDTs. Like, it just wouldn't target it because Voidora wouldn't have camo popping power, camo popping potential, something like that. Okay, round 95 is a DDT heavy round, so this could be interesting. This might be a bit of a struggle. So we should time our ability so that when one runs out, we initiate the next one after that. Okay, there we go. Not a very good example, but we're within the home run now. We are nearly there. 97, we're going to have 2 fortified ZOMGs, which are going to be quite difficult actually to pop, even with this buff. Buff-tastic Voidora. Look at all those balls hanging around. Like, that blue is just so cosmic and so delightful to look at. It's like the night sky. And just clear those. Right, the only other way we could actually do better than this is to... Oh, we didn't mean to get some pots with that. Feed you. Okay. Pop you up there. Oh, we didn't even mean to get it to max, but you know what? We are right about there where we are good to go. And we are going to be initiating our abilities, calling the Homeland Defense, and doing one more sacrifice. Now it's bad territory, and it's time for you to go down. Go down bad, like the bad whale that you are. You are no match for the Void Whale. And we have done it. Now, we could have done this, well, we wouldn't be able to place a Voidora down if we didn't have double cache mode. So in that case, we could have had Challenge Editor, where we would just edit the amount of money needed in order to actually place Voidora down and then get 0, like, on round 6 or something like that, as our starting money with just Voidora put down. But that, to me, is going to wrap up this video, and I'm glad we did that. 1.923 million pops. That could have been 1.924, but alas, we have done it. Towers, place 16, but many of them were sacrificed to the void. I'm loving Voidora. It is probably my favourite skin out of all of them. And also as well, a question to you watching right now. Is the lack of light behind Voidora here intentional or bug? For me, I think it's intentional because of the theming of the void having a lack of light in it. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always people, have a wonderful day and take care of yourselves. What would you like me to do next? Would you like me to cover Master Builder Engineer Paragon next? Or would you like to know something in which you may not have known already, like how to build a VTSG or how to build a Paragon and stuff like that? Thank you so much for watching and take care of yourselves.